welcome to the Seagulls Social. They let me do the intro this week, and we're here for the Arsenal match preview. How are we doing today, boys?
Yeah,
great, mate.
Yeah, great, Jack. What an intro! That is unbelievable.
Smashed that.
That was really good, actually, mate. We should let him do it every week. Next, do you know what? Next step is to host the whole episode, Jack. That is your next.
I just talking off air. Yeah. Last time he done it, it was a bit of a disaster, and Jack didn't like it. I think me and Matt had to just pick up pieces throughout the episode. But yeah, that was good. If you enjoyed that, give it a like and subscribe, and we'll catch you next week. Jack did say he was only going to do the intro, not actually host. But I think we'll take the reins from here, Jack. Appreciate that.
Baby steps. You're building up to it. Yeah.
Boys, huge game Wednesday night. Not only is it because it's a cup game, but we're all going. It's not often that we all get to go to the same game. Mad, you're going to try and sit with Jack. I think I'm going to sit with my
on his lap,
because I think I'm meeting up with them in London. On his lap, on his shoulders.
I mean, it's smaller.
It's true. So it's going to be a big game. I don't know what to think about it because obviously there's going to be a lot of changes, not only for us. I imagine there will be for Arsenal as well. But at the same time, I'm nervous now because I'm thinking, obviously they've got such a good start to the season. Will they look at that and go, let's go for this early cup competition and get a trophy under our belts early on? Because who's going to stop them in the Carabao Cup, really, with the way that City and Liverpool currently playing? Jack, do you think this is a competition that Arsenal will be concentrating on, or will they be solely focused on the Premier League and also the Champions League?
Well, I think if you asked a lot of Arsenal fans what they wanted to win this season, I don't think any of them would probably have noticed. They probably aren't that bothered about the League Cup. So I'm sure that they're probably not the biggest priority. They'll be concentrating on the league. Like I think they're looking in pretty good position to win the league now. And admittedly, look, it's 9 games in, but they take a little bit of thing and they won't want to throw it out again. I think that'll be, it'll be 4 seasons in a row they'll be in the title race and have not won the league. So they're definitely focused on that and the Champions League, of course, because I think they're sort of, the only one of the big 6 really, other than maybe Tottenham, to not win the Champions League. So they'll definitely be looking at that. And look, I think their squad's really good now, so I think they're more than capable of fighting on one of those fronts. So I think League Cup will be good for them. I think Arteta will want another trophy, but I don't think it'll be their top priority. That's not to say that they won't win the game, but I think they'll definitely be making changes.
I think I do agree they will be making changes, and you're absolutely spot on with their squad depth. I think one of their squad pictures for this season, Maz, went viral of how much depth they've got, how much quality and depth they've got in every single position across the pitch, even in goal as well. But you look at that Hincapié that they brought in, he can play anywhere, and I think left back and centre back. And then you've got on the wings, you've got Wanyeri, you've got it's not Dibbling, is it? I've forgotten his name now, the youngster, the 15-year-old. Dowman, which, likely probably he'll start seeing as it's a competition, or at least get some minutes in it. Their squad is phenomenal, Matt. Do you think they could potentially win the Carabao Cup and also the Premier League and even the FA Cup?
Yeah, I mean, there's no reason why. I think Arsenal, the big difference from last season is, that squad depth that you both mentioned so far is they've added players and just got squad depth. I'm just looking at the team now when they played Port Vale in the last round. They got their starting 11 was Arrizabalaga, Lewis Skelly, Mosquera, Saliba, Ben White, Eze, Norgard, and Wanyeri, Martinelli, Marino, and Saka. Now, that's an outrageous team, and that's meant to be their second 11, so to speak. So, you look at the team all around, they could literally play their second 11, and it can still be a very, very competitive team. You look at the players like, if Eze, obviously I know he's now looking to start, but like Ben White, obviously being ex-Brighton, He went there and they all loved him, and I know he struggled with injuries recently, but the fact he can't even get into their first team and he's pretty much a second choice for right back, I think that sort of sums it up. Well, we all think, I think we can all agree he's a good, very, very good Premier League defender. So to have him as a backup option is pretty mental. And you just look over all over the pitch. They have got options, exciting young players. You mentioned Dowman. You just got to look at Wanyeri. They're just Trossard, even he again doesn't really play that much. He's going to come into the side most likely. It's just ridiculous. So I am very worried, and there's no reason why they can't go on to win a double or a treble with the squad they've got. Whether they've got the mentality for it, that is another question, because we've seen in past few seasons they have faltered towards the end. So it just depends whether they can keep this up all season. But at the moment, they look very, very good. Quite scary.
I might be wrong here, but has Gyökeres played every single game for them this season?
Yes.
Yeah,
that was something I just wanted to highlight. That while there is all this depth over the pitch, up front they don't have that depth because Havertz, of course, is injured. So I don't really know who. I as you could probably see, I was like moving my hand around because I've got this wonderful touchscreen laptop. It's like entering the first century, the like 24th century. But anyway, I was just having a look at who will be available to play up front, and obviously they've got Gabriel Jesus, who is a good option, but I think he's been a bit shit recently. Hence, he's about to score a hat-trick, probably. But I don't really think he's been up to it too much. And then beyond that, up front, I mean, I'm only looking at Charles Seagulls Jr., who's a player that's not even... the left winger. So, wait for the Green Party in the next election.
Jack's just discovered that Jamie Carragher MNF touchpad now, isn't he?
Yeah, this is real moving stuff. So
cutting edge stuff.
So it'll be interesting to see who they play up front. It'll probably be Gabby Jesus, but... he's not quite been at the levels that I think people thought he would, because he cost £50 million for them. But then all over the pitch, they've got
I don't think Gabby Jesus is fit. I don't know if he's fit or not.
Okay,
he's injured.
I think Gyökeres will start. I wouldn't be,
and
which will be interesting. Obviously, he's playing against his old club, and that'll be the interesting bit there. Whether who the hell we will be playing, which we'll get onto. But Gyökeres, he'll be looking to impress against us, won't he?
I think
seeing as
one of the more unusual signings of the summer, which was Christian Norgard. He'll play as well, probably.
Christian Norgard.
Yeah, Christian Norgard. I mean, I'm not really sure about him because he's only 17 and he's probably not ready. But if anybody got that reference, I'll genuinely be astounded. No, it's a song called Norgard by the Vaccines.
Oh, yeah. Great song. Pretty girl, wrecking ball. Oh no, that's the record.
Anyway, but so
I'll be honest. I knew it was a joke, but I didn't really get it. But yeah, carry on.
No, it's fine. It's just a bit of a weird song when you think about the lyrics. But anyway, it'll be interesting to see a lot of these players come in. And do I think our first 11 is definitely probably on par with their second 11? Is our second 11 on par with their second 11? Probably not, if being honest. So it'll be interesting to see how we line up in this.
Yeah, I don't know, Maz, maybe you'll be able to answer. Do you think Herzer's going to go almost full strength here? Do you think he will use this as an opportunity to go, look, probably not going to win this, let's just rotate and give some of the players like Boscagli and Simas maybe start a few of those boys?
I think the latter, personally. I think he's going to go down the route, because we've seen in the last two Carabao Cup ties, we've gone with the second 11 pretty much with everyone, with the exception of maybe a couple of players. But yeah, I'll be very surprised if it does go for
lower opposition though, isn't it? That is low, and then you might be looking at this thinking, right, let's get going.
Look, if Herzler sees this competition as winnable, which I mean, you'd like to think any manager does at this stage. You'd like to think he's going to go full pelt. I don't know. I'm torn. Like, I would like, if we put off, first 11 out and really went for the win, obviously I'd be happy with that, because that means we could progress, potentially go on to win it, of course. But at the same time, I do want to see those players that haven't maybe got as many minutes do get a chance, because when else are they realistically going to get a chance? That's my big thing. It's like, maybe the FA Cup's the only other competition they can really sort of prove themselves in if they're not going to be given a chance in the league. So I just feel like this could be a great opportunity for those players, like Tommy Watson, Kostulas, Simas, all these players that are hungry with something to prove. Yeah, Boscagli, Coppola. Give them a chance to show what they can do, and then that gives us more options going into the Premier League games, going, right, well, if they can do it Arsenal away, I know, again, maybe against the second 11 Arsenal, can they do it in the Premier League? Does that give them that sort of opportunity to step up in the Premier League? But yeah, personally, I think he'll go for a changed 11, but I wouldn't be too upset if he does go for a full strength and does go for it, because at least that shows he does care about the competition and he wants to give it his all and win it, which we all want. We all want the silverware, don't we? So
yeah. What do you think?
Yeah, for me, I'd like to see a bit more of a hybrid. I think there's a lot of players that we've got in our squad who are definitely wanting to prove a point. You've got Tommy Watson's, Kostulas, Simas, maybe a couple of others. You've got Boscagli and Coppola, who must be scratching their heads wondering why. Well, I mean, Coppola not so much because he's a young player, but Boscagli, Champions League centre half captain. He must be looking at the 11 going like, we're not keeping clean sheets, we're defensively pretty poor, must be my opportunity. And I think there's a great opportunity for both of those to step up and kind of and show what they're made of. For me personally, that's what I think. So it'd be good to see that. I think we've got a little bit of depth at wing back now, with on the left side with Ferdy and De Kuyper both being fully fit. So I'm not really too bothered which one he goes with there, because I think they're both very capable. And then on the wing, like I said, let's see Watson start, and maybe keep either a Minter, or if Matoma's fit, start him, because look, it's a great opportunity, and if we can use our attacking talent to sort of win the game, that'll be even better. And maybe a little bit of solidity in defence, maybe a Veltman or a Mats Weaver at right back, because those are the only two options we've actually really got, isn't it? So, it'll be interesting to see. And in the midfield, again, I think Gomez will start, and I'd like to see Gomez and Oyari. I think it's time for us to accept that, not maybe accept that Believer's not getting back on form, but that he's struggling with form, and it's a great chance to experiment against a Premier League side and potentially win it. So, for me.
Yeah, just quickly on that point, I did want to mention actually Believer. Definitely dropping Believer. I think that's really important, just to give him a game out. Get someone in who can, again, could they be the option? Is Gomez going to be the option? Is Weaver potentially going to be the option? I doubt it. I doubt he's going to play midfield. But yeah, like Jack said, we need to do something with that set midfield to really solidify it, because I think that's where a lot of our problems are coming from. I think Jack mentioned it a couple of weeks ago, it's that protection in front of the back line that actually probably is the problem. It's not necessarily Duncan Van Heck that is the issue. It's actually the protection they've got in front of them. So if we can get that nailed down, I think that's going to help us so much going into the rest of the season, because at the moment, we're just conceding too many goals, and the fact we haven't kept a clean sheet in 18 games or something is just criminal. So we really need to
league
do
games
something about it.
League games.
League games, yeah.
Obviously. And probably still starting goal, I expect, because he's sort of being designated as cup goalkeeper, and I'm fine with that. I think he's earned his right in the last two games to continue as a cup goalkeeper. So yeah.
I think my predictions as well, I think, we will probably rotate a little bit. I would like us to go full strength, because I imagine Arsenal will rotate with their fixture congestions and things like that. Maz, what sort of Brighton players do you want to see start? I know Jack mentioned a few there, but what three players would you like to see start against Arsenal?
So, interesting one. It depends on who's fit, really, doesn't it? Because, again, we might have a mystery.
So Veltman, Veltman and Matoma are still questionable.
Right. Okay. Yeah, so that's interesting. The three I'd most like to see would probably be Kostoulas, Simas and Watson. Just from a... Actually, no, do you know what? Because of the defensive issues we've got, I would like to see... Actually, I'll change it. Biscagli, Coppola, and then... Or one of the two. So let's go... Okay. Biscagli, Watson, Kostoulas. That's my three.
Yeah, I'd agree, I think. I'd have to agree. Drop a note for that.
I'd agree with those three. Those are the three that I think we all want to see start, given the opportunity. It'd be interesting to see.
I think Rice is questionable for Arsenal as well, which is good. I know we were saying that they probably will rotate anyway, so imagine that would be a pretty big bonus.
But the mad thing is, Ben, they've got Subamendi to slot in. They've got Marino that can slot in there, like a Norgard. Like they just got quality. Like even if Rice isn't there, do you know what I mean? Now that's the mad thing about Arsenal this season. All over the pitch, they've got options, which is very frustrating
and worrying, because obviously they could beat us.
Yeah, I do hope though. I thought it'll be a repeat. Was it 2022-23 when we beat them in the cup?
We just come off a loss then, and do you know what? You look back at that, and you look at the opportunity that we had. Some players who weren't quite getting in the starting 11 deserved it. Just come in. Yeah, you mentioned Sarmiento and Ciso. We saw the first of those sort of players, and they performed really well in the game. But Thomas sort of crashed onto the scene with that amazing goal where he cut inside and curled it in. So. Yeah, it would be really good to sort of see how we sort of use these new players, give them that platform to perform. Because I think, look, we're on a good run. Man United good, but look, we want to see these different options, these exciting options. We haven't brought them in for no reason, so yeah, it'd be good to see them.
All right, then I don't know if there's anything else to cover really before score predictions, boys. Anything else?
I mean, it'd be great to see a big away end as well. I think we've got.
Yeah, I know that's what I'm looking forward to.
Yeah, I think we've got 5,000 tickets, which is really good, and
wow,
sold out. Yeah. So
Talking that away end, Jack, the game we've just mentioned, the Lamptey and Matoma goals, that I think we're all there in that away end, and that was a cracking away day. Such a good atmosphere. Obviously, the result was fantastic, which of course helps with that. But yeah, the atmosphere was brilliant, and like you said, Jack, having like so many Brighton fans in the away end is great. So yeah, I'm very looking forward to it. It's going to be a great Seagulls Social day out. Well, fingers crossed anyway.
I mean, speaking about it, how like what difference it makes when you've got that many more fans, not only on like the corner, but we'll be a little bit more behind the goal as well, which is fantastic. Like we say, how much of an advantage it is for away fans at the Amex or away teams at the Amex. So the Brighton players looking at us in that corner, like dominating that corner, it's only going to give us that little bit of advantage. And yeah, if we can make that corner or make the Emirates our stadium, like we can do on occasion, it'll be a massive, massive plus. So. I mean, I know a lot of my boys are going. It sounds like every it is, and it sounds like a lot of Brighton fans are going to this one. So hopefully we can make it a special one for the players. Let's do some score predictions then. I won't start because I still don't know. Jack or Maz, who wants to go first?
Yeah, I'm going to be optimistic. I'm going to go 2-1 Brighton. You can't be. I've done this all season. Let's be optimistic in our predictions. Because last season, I think I predicted every single game as 1-1 to the point where it became a running joke. So 2-1. I'll just do it 2-1 every game this season.
Jack, you talk about predictions. I don't think I told you boys on the last pod. I got cussed out at the Newcastle game. Some guy came up to me and was like, "Oh, you didn't predict that, did you?" or something like that after the game. I was like, Jesus, all right, mate. I got cussed out for that. So thanks, mate. At least people listen. I didn't
realise this is life or death if we get this right.
Yeah. I was like, mate, all right, mate, we bloody won. We should be happy. But yeah, I'll be positive as well. Yeah, I can see us. Why not? Why can't we win? It's a League Cup game. Like we said, Arsenal probably going to go with the second 11. We could, we got a decent second 11 ourselves. So why not? We can go toe to toe with them. Let's go for a 2-1 win as well, because we are going to concede. Let's be honest about it. Yeah. If we don't concede, I'd be very surprised. But yeah, let's go 2-1.
I'm going to say 2-2 Brighton win on pens.
Oh, I like that. I like that a lot.
Not sure I need that.
Yeah. I don't think anyone needs that, Jack. Yeah.
No.
But I like that prediction.
Can I change my prediction, actually? We're going to win this one 6-0 to make the first ever team to win 3 games in a row in a competition 6-0.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like it, yeah.
I mean, you look at the previous rounds, we won 6-0, so... let's have a look at this and see how we're doing. And if the second 11 are better, let's play them in the league. I mean, they've got a pretty good record already this season.
Barnsley, Oxford United, Arsenal, all in the same calibre, so you never know. 6-0 could be potential. Yeah. Have it.
All right, then. We'll see you guys there. I'll be around London Bridge, I think, before the game. If anyone's drinking around there, say hello. No, you guys are going to be... Jack's doing a meet and greet in King's Cross, so you can go.
I made this clear on the last pod. Do not approach me. Do not say hello to me. I'm famous. You're not. I don't respect you.
It was really hard to spot Jack at Old Trafford as well because he wasn't wearing his yellow coat. So I'm hoping that's going to be out for Wednesday.
The clocks have gone back now. The yellow coat might be coming out.
Safety first.
Yeah.
Safety first.
I'm doing a recce to Canvey Island tomorrow, so
make sure you wear your lanyard, Jack.
Yeah, I will. Yeah.
Has it been given a wash? Because the last one had mould on it, Jack. So
it's
had a wash since last winter.
Mould. How have you got mould growing?
We did have a problem. Yeah, we had a problem. I had a big mould infestation in my house.
Right.
The flat I was renting. And I left it in a cupboard over the whole of summer, and it just grew mould that couldn't be washed off, so I had to buy a new one. But yeah, there's no mould on this one. The house I'm living in now does not have a mould infestation.
Just a few cat scratches.
Yeah, just one cat, just to make that.
Just one cat. R.I.P.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Unreal.
Well, yeah. Hopefully, we'll see you at the game, and we'll be talking about the next round of the Carabao Cup and potentially having our first taste of silverware. Imagine the scenes. Imagine. All right, boys. We'll catch you after the game. Peace.